Ya, Aisyah, boleh.
Aisyah. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, saya Ahna. Ditemani kawan-kawan saya lah, ada Aisyah dan Win. Hari ini kami ada nak interview untuk subjek integrated case study. Tujuannya just macam nak find out macam mana business cope dengan COVID impacts. Itulah. Dan ada beberapa segmen nanti kita orang akan macam guide lah, akan ada bagi juga sikit idea, tapi macam seperti macam akak dah dapat tu, ada introduction COVID impacts dengan cara-cara nak tangani lah, nak mengatasi. So first of all, Aisha dah start record ke? Okay, so first of all saya mulakan dengan introduction dulu. So what was the story behind the company's formation? Just kita nak tahu background sikit lah about the company.
Okay, to be general, ARH information about company ni, all of you can view at our website kat ARH Jurukur Bahan. But I'll share a bit about ARH. Okay, actually ARH ni was initially known as Azhar, Raus and Hisham Sendirian Berhad, and was started by the founder directors Encik Ahmad Azhar Raus. At first, we have two bases in Kuala Lumpur and also Johor Bahru. But Datuk SR Hisham was actually based in Johor Bahru, and then Encik Azhar Raus at Kuala Lumpur. So at first we don't have many staff. At JB we have 5 staff in JB. And after that, after Encik Azhar retired, Datuk Hisham lead the company until now. So now we got about 160 employees, and we have 5 directors and 2 associates. So this company, as well known as quantity surveyor, consultant, construction, and we conduct at consultant, site and construction. That's all.
So how and why did you venture into this industry? Macam is there market demand and such?
Okay, candid questions. I pass to Encik Izham later, because he's the one is more longer in this company, I think.
Okay, can.
Thank you.
So the third question is, I think, what are your company's competitive edge? Because the vision and mission we can find from the website, right? I previously scrolled through, so maybe like I just want to ask your competitive edge lah compared to other competitors in the industry.
Okay, I think that what is our company competitive edge is we are mostly 99.9% Bumiputra employees. So most of we are Malay, and what makes we different from others company is because we emphasize on developing skill. So we try and hold as many training sessions, mentoring programs, and we encourage them to develop. Okay, we also give incentive for them to acquire knowledge, acquire qualification. For example, for those who become a registered quantity surveyor, so we will give them incentive for the qualification. That's make our competitive company more than others.
Yeah, it seems like very like people oriented, right?
Yeah, they like with very motivation to gain knowledge, and then we compensate them with the incentive.
Interesting. May I also know, like, can you please illustrate the company's business model, like from the supply chain until like the customers end?
Okay, yang this part actually this part is quite blur for us. So I will let Encik Izham to answer this soon.
Okay, no worries.
Alright.
Then we proceed. Like, may I know how was
Okay, so because I said just now we are consultant, quantity surveyor staff. So the most thing that we always do prior to COVID-19 is the QS, quantity surveyor. We'll be facing a lot of meetings and site evaluation, which means there will go travel and outstation just to meet client. Training. We also give our staff training sessions so that they will go and meet another people in another surroundings. But now it's different because COVID. So most of things we just do online like this.
may I know, like, what are the steps taken in doing QS?
Sorry again?
Steps taken, like, how does the company approach you and such to do QS?
Ah, hello. Mendengar. Anak.
Assalamualaikum Cik Izham. Dengar ke?
Itu dia. It's on call.
Oh.
Arisha, can you hear me?
Yes.
Cik Izhar.
Okey. Dengar tak?
Dengar.
Okey.
Assalamualaikum Cik Izham. So like I am Ahna, and today I have my group mates with me, Arisha, Aisha, and also Nureen, and we'll be conducting an interview for our integrated case study assignment. Basically, this assignment is just to gather your perspectives from the from ARH lah. We want to know like what kind of impacts that COVID-19 has brought to the business and also to the industry juga. So our topic will mainly revolve around the COVID-19 impacts and issues lah, and how the company is managing these challenges.
Cik Izham dengar ke?
Rasa line ni. Line dekat office ni kalau personal memang dia macam tu. Hello, Abang Izham.
Sorry, I'm quite busy today. Kusha.
Ha,
Hello. Okay.
yo,
How about introduction? Dah brief belum?
dah.
Introduction dah, tapi we have like 2 questions lah for you.
Sorry. Can you repeat the question again?
Okay. So the question that we wanted to ask was like, how and why did ARH venture into this industry? So was there like any demand in the market or something?
Okay. That question, I cannot answer because there's a planning from our director lah. There's a limitation between what is a company plan. Okay. What I can answer is
InsyaAllah.
okay. Firstly, for the COVID-19 impact, about the business operation. Okay. Is it the point that you question me?
Oh, I was asking like the introduction, but it's okay. It's not really like the highlight lah of our interview. It's okay if you feel like you want to skip towards the COVID-19 impacts. We can also proceed lah.
Okay.
I
For introduction, you can search on website. They at least have a website. You can read over there, and then on the summarize of the introduction, the company set up on 1982, and then I think the
We already know about that.
manpower. Sorry.
Izham, we already know about that.
Okay.
Can go to the COVID-19 impacts.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Aisha and I will be asking you on the COVID impact in terms of financial. Okay, for the first question is, how was the company's sales during this period of pandemic?
Okay. Firstly, we compile all the projects are on progress. Okay, and then I cannot tell you because this is a PNC, because I manage the cash flow for the company. Then what we can sustain based on the financial is, firstly, we implement the 10% reduction, the salary that 4,000 above, and then we apply the wages subsidy program from KESO for the staff salary below 4,000. Then we reduce the working hour from 9 hour to 8 hour, and then we restructure the staffing. We do a cost cutting, and then for the previously we implement, when the staff go to meeting, they can claim for mileage, but for time being they must do a online meeting, and then that save our cost for mileage. It means invisible.
Okay.
Okay, that's all.
Next question is, did your company face any financial concerns during the MCO? For example, like poor collection of cash from receivables and difficulty to generate profits and pay suppliers?
Okay.
Do we or not?
Okay. Honestly, our profit is impact because of this pandemic. Previously, we cannot collect the revenue like 2 or 3 years before pandemic. Means the revenue dropped around 30 to 40% from the normal year that before pandemic. Means from start from 2018, 19 is okay, because previously 2019 our revenue is high, and
Mm-hmm.
then go to 2020, we start the pandemic. Like, our revenue dropped around 50 to 60%.
Uh, uh, okay, next question is, um, what kind of assistance that did your company require the most? For example, like government financial aid, tax relief, moratorium, and
Both moratorium and financial assistance from government. Like previously, we apply for WSP, and then from the, what is it called, the first program under, I forgot uh, yeah, the grant. We also applied that, and then we just wait the feedback from government. uh,
uh,
mm, because
okay.
our industry is not too affected for pandemic, like not like tourism, and then uh, uh, transportation. Our
Yeah.
provide the service, and then our revenue just depending on the construction. Once the construction start, it means that our income will generate. Means our revenue generate by progress of the project.
Uh,
Mm.
okay. Um, Next question is, was there any government incentive or other organization incentive received by the company as a whole? For example, do you receive any tax relief, loan relief, or technological grant?
Sorry, can you explain that in detail, because I didn't hear you.
Okay. Um, what did your company receive any government incentive or organization incentive such as tax relief, loan relief, and technological grants?
Okay, currently we still waiting from the government financial assistance, because we previously have we apply the what we call the PS under government program. Then we just wait. I don't think so we can get that financial, because
We are
like
quite
to
stable.
previously lah, because we not too impacted on this pandemic.
Hmm. Okay. Next is um, how do you deal with the financial challenges, and was the action taken is effective enough?
Okay, firstly, okay, that one. We have what is it called? We have a overdraft
Mm-hmm.
facility. We use the facility once we have a problem for our cash flow. Other than that, we try to find out whatever revenue can we make. Like we issue an invoice to our customer, uh, based on the progress of the work. Like we have a good paymaster
Mm-hmm.
production sector, uh, like tempat is under Prolintas, like
Mm-hmm.
PH under Pemodalan Hartanah Berhad. We have a project with them. For sure they have a good financial strength. We just concentrate on the project, and then we try to manage the financial based on the whatever project that we can generate the income.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Um, that's all from in terms of financial impact. Next, my friend will ask you questions on other aspects of the
O-
impact.
okay.
But before that, I would like to add. So you take more projects lah, whatever projects that can be done. So you just take whatever projects that has been offered. Yes,
Yes.
I see. So before COVID, before it impacted, you would actually uh, macam pilih lah projects. But now you just take whatever projects that has been offered je lah.
Okay. Not all the projects been offered, because the project currently we have, there's the running project before the pandemic. It
Mm-hmm.
means like we have one project. It means takes 5 years to complete all the final report, the financial will be issued. Maybe some project maybe take 7 to 10 years. Okay. Currently we have a few projects, like that's ongoing, in progress, like the infrastructure project. That is our main revenue that we can generate from that project. It means from that project we can sustain our financial strength on this company. uh, and then for the expenses of the company, sometimes we we try to cut some, not like expenses, not yang tak perlukan lah, senang cerita. Uh, I try to find out expenses that can reduce our cash outflow. That is my task for task for right now. Is it clear?
Okay, it's clear now.
Okay, then I will proceed with the next segment, which is people. This is like just regarding the work environment inside the company lah.
Okay.
So may I ask, like, what was the working environment like during COVID, and did it hinder any vital processes for the business?
That one.
That's general questions, right?
Yeah, generally.
Okay. During COVID-19, we all need to work from home lah at first. Work from home. And then after the case quite decreased, so we start doing rotation of working days. But still all meetings and trainings need to do online and virtual. No physical contact. A lot of things that have been limited, especially like the cost, no claims, unnecessary claims are not allowed. And even until now pun, we still doing online meeting. But since COVID quite decreased, we all start working full capacity of employees.
Did the company experience any downtime in operations or any delays in completion of tasks?
Faisal, delays of tasks.
Delay of tasks.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's impacted of the delay of task because okay, currently it means the services they do a payment. Okay. Uh, Payment will be submitted to approval. Okay, they must send the document to the client. It may take some delay for the process. In our part, there is no problem, but in the client, there is a problem. Maybe the client we don't know what their implement on the working policy, like maybe they work alternate per week, maybe 2-3 days per week.
Yeah.
That one is the impact of the delay of the works.
So I guess we do have hinder in vital management process. So it's not like frequent as we do before the COVID-19. But after COVID-19 comes, all things get delayed, get cut, and
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of things need to be considered for now.
May I know, like, what were the employees' response towards working remotely?
Usha, please
Um,
answer the question.
okay. Okay.
Honestly
First,
lah, honestly because I don't want to talk about other stuff. I want to talk about me.
Go ahead. Proceed.
Okay. All the source, all at office, and then we sometimes we want to access the server. There is too many problems. Okay. And then in account, if I take some files to my house, you know what means work at home. Sometimes you go malas, you go lazy, and then you watch TV. Concentration on the works will disturbing you.
Distract, yeah.
That is my yeah, distract. That is my personal opinion.
Yeah. But not all people like to work from home, must to carry all the files working. So
Yeah.
it's quite disturbing and annoying actually. But then if you have to come to the office, all staff should come to the office and then you have to bring all the files back together. So that's quite very, very so many things to do.
Did the company like help you in any way? For example, like provide any gadgets or subsidies for internet plans and such?
Oh,
Right
currently
now,
we don't have.
go.
Currently we don't have because in our letter appointment just mentioned the handphone some of the designation provide the handphone bill, but for currently I think
No.
no.
We don't provide, as we said before, we already doing cut things, and how can we provide them more on that thing? So it's basically on your own. So they have to find their initiative, how to do the work. It's like that.
Okay, okay. And then like, what kind of assistance did the company require the most? For example, wage subsidy or staff upskilling or any reduction delay in EPF contributions. So based on this three, like which one does the company needs the most lah?
I think company the most is wages subsidy program. Okay. Because in our firm we still have a few revenue that we can get, but it takes time because depends on the project. Okay. For the EPF, I think maybe we need to EPF implement that make some delays on the payment for the contribution. Uh, because sometimes not all organizations have a good financial strength. Uh, I think that's true lah because that still is more important on financial on company sustainable financial.
I see. What about any problems? Did you face any problems with internet connectivity in the office? Also, like other employees working from home.
Usha?
Mm. maybe maybe we have that. We face that problem, but as I said, our employees are very initiative, so they'll find another way. Despite being in that condition of always having connectivity problems. So they will find another way. Maybe they will do the task at any place as long as the tasks given are fully complete.
And what other like challenges do you think that you faced as an employee in this company?
Go, Faisal. You may proceed.
Yes, sir.
But for my part, as HR part, I faced
First
a
HR part lah.
lot.
HR first.
So to the HR part, to managing the employees during the pandemic is quite challenging because me and my manager have to monitor the staff. Like how we don't have the record of attendance, so we need to use the WhatsApp to make the list, the attendance. So about when they ask for the leave application, so I must go to the office, come into the office, anytime when I applicable, I have to do that. So to the account department, how was the
Oh, for the
challenge for you?
department. Okay, how was that challenge for me? Okay. Firstly, in my task is I want to find out what the best financial that I can help and then find
Oh, Macam tak bagi lagi?
to help um, sometimes I need to think wait I must write first before I can explain about it.
Okay, take your time.
But basically, I think account they're faced with the to apa, to rush for the payment, to collect the payment. So because all of you are account, right? So we as account collect all things that we have to collect. Have to do the I don't know the things like the cash flow or anything. Nurin balik mana tu?
Nurin balik Pahang.
Pahang. Boleh balik ke?
Atuk dia meninggal.
Oh, alhamdulillah. Takziah Nuri. Sorry, akak tak tahu.
Tak apa.
So korang semua sem berapa? Sem 5?
Last sem, final sem.
Dah intern dah? Belum lagi?
Dah.
Oh, dah intern dah.
So like for accounting, kita orang intern third year.
Ya, Baizam dah ada jawapan ke?
Okay, I give one simple answer. Firstly, I cannot go to office client to see the client and then make the communication, and then sometimes I entertain them, make a relation, mean then how to know our claim process. That is my challenging for this pandemic time, because previously, okay, one more thing, the collection of payment previously, other company make a payment by check. There is a problem with us to go to client office to collect the payment, and then sometimes we need them to deposit the checks other than they do a EFT. EFT stand for electronic fund transfer. Sometimes the means like the process of our claim maybe takes a delay time during this pandemic. The follow up, sometimes I call the clients during this time, they work from home, and then they don't know how the process, they know how the process, but there is a delay on the process. That is my challenging for this time.
I see. Then like what kind of like incentives, or like does the company just try their best to collect, or is there like any some sort of like what kind of like initiatives did the company do to help like accelerate the collection?
Okay, firstly, we try to give them our details of the payment. Like in invoice, we just mentioned we accept like online transfer. Other than that, we must talk to our principal to speed up the process uh, from the client, because sometimes the top management level among them
Push.
will talk to each other, and then the payment will.
Go smoothly.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I guess that is all for my part. I will pass to Arisha then for the next segment.
So my segment will be on technology. So what we're using is like not right now, it's online meeting. So what kind of tools did you use to remain connected with your suppliers, customers, and others? Like specific tools, maybe you use Zooms, Microsoft Teams, which mostly lah that you use.
Currently, we use Microsoft Teams for meeting, even board meeting. Depends on client. Client, I don't know. Maybe the the QS, they are involved in the project. Depends. Maybe they use others technology like Google Meet, and then maybe some will accept the Microsoft Team, maybe others program that being used by client.
So depends on situation juga lah kan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how actually you yourself lah, how long did it take for the company to adapt to those changes, for you and for the company, especially for the elders? Because sometimes like most yang dah berumur kan, they don't really know to do online meeting. So how long the company have to adapt with this kind of changes?
During this pandemic, yeah, maybe take just 1 day, 1 week.
Or even 3 to 4 months.
1 day, 1 week. Maybe we have some of our directors not tech geek, but he must learn because yeah, the current situation, nak tak nak dia orang kena apply on this situation, on this technology.
Yeah.
Ada tak macam contohnya like company like HR ke buat like training to do online meeting, like initiative lah?
No, we don't do that because they will explore it by themselves actually. But since QS always meet with the clients, so most of the time I saw they use Zooms. But if they don't know how to use, they will come and ask how to use the Zooms or Google Meet. That's all.
I think like most of my questions has been answered throughout the interview. But how long actually implement the work from home, like PKP punya time, or like PKP
During
pun
MCO,
does that?
start from 18 March to I think one month and half, and then sometimes once the PKP, I must enter to office because some of the source that I want to get all at office. Then it's okay because my home and office not too far, around 10 minutes.
Yeah, but not that long. You don't have to come to the office, just work from home about 1 or 2 months, just like that. And then we start do the rotation days, job days, and then we apply the meeting, and then all of us must go to the office as usual until now. It's no more work from home and there's no more rotation days. 5 days per week working hours.
So like if online meeting and like this, like is there any like employees that don't actually want to do online meeting, like maybe they are too busy? Is there any like excuses made by employees, some sort like that, like personal
Yeah, and any
issues
like
lah?
absenteeism or something.
And how do you actually what would be the actions taken for those employees that who is always absent?
Okay. Actually, those employees are compulsory to attend the meeting. So I think for now there doesn't showing the absenteeism attitude. They all do as per request, and if just like that, is that how things going? There's no absenteeism, and all of them are coming to the online meeting or even the physical meeting.
I think that's all for my part for technology segment. I will pass to Nurin if she's ready. Alright.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm sorry for not turning on the camera because I'm in the car right now.
Alright.
Is this okay? Uh, for my part, I will be asking about the customer and supply chain. So first of all, I would like to ask, how does the company work like from the start of the process until the end? How do you approach a client or get a project, something like that?
How we approach the client.
Okay,
Yes.
that one I cannot answer because that one okay. Firstly, I just want to talk about the process. Okay. First we know the news that maybe one of the project will be made in future. We send a proposal. We send a proposal. Okay. We send a proposal and then the the result of the proposal maybe maybe there's a due date on the tender. Okay. The result of the proposal will be announced maybe after tender will be closed. Okay. The process like this. Okay. That is the first process if you want to get the project. Okay. Once you awarded for that project, okay. Uh, we have a stages. We sign the LOA and then we provide the scope of survey that they want. And then about the claimable, we based on the stages on the at the letter appointment that we awarded, all the way through the from the estimate to the final set. Okay, maybe the duration of the projects maybe take around 5 years. 5 years from the estimate to the completed. Not like infra project maybe takes 10 years, 15 years. Okay, the building maybe takes, depends on the project cost. Project cost is about 100 million, maybe takes 10 years. Okay. There is a process, the middle process of the our mm,
AI. View. View.
okay. After that, do you get what I talk about? Hello?
Yes, yes. Through tendering, right? Is there like any
Yes.
bidding process involved?
Beating.
Yeah. During when the tendering, there is a bidding. Based on the proposal we submit. Whichever the client, maybe, maybe the client meet the sorry the proposal meet the criteria criteria, maybe that the company that will be appointed. Okay, do you have another question?
Okay, then the next question would be for the customers. You have said before that there are like some problems such as like delay in payments and so on. So
Hmm?
maybe among like the problems with the customer, the clients, which is that you find the hardest that is affecting your company? For example, maybe there is a falling in demand or like projects, or maybe there is insufficient client or shortfall in your capacity, or maybe there is a deficiency in servicing. Does any of those affect your company?
Okay. The problem is financial. Financial. Okay. Sometimes the client maybe they need a financial assistance from bank. Sometimes they take a loan from bank, and then the process they do maybe it takes some delay about paperwork, maybe miss overlook some um, uh, financial. Process.
Sekejap.
So I think it is mostly the financial situation of the client that is the hardest for your company, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe the next question, I can proceed. Um, so, what are the measures taken to maintain the relationship with your client, and was it effective? Like maybe you provide a longer payment term or less, like discounts or fee collection, something like that.
Okay. Currently we implement the discount for our fees. And then like if want to, the cash flow have a problem for bi-monthly, and then we need the client to accelerate the claim. We give them the token like previously we do with MRCB. We did them to speed up the claim. We give them the token, and then they accept the proposal, and then maybe it takes around 1 month, 1.5 month, they will proceed with the payment. That is the point. We give a token. Yes.
May I know what this token is?
Means okay. Our fees based on the percentage of the cost of project. Okay, like uh, once the project have a cost of construction works. Okay, our fees based on like 0.5% times the total cost of project, and then we give them the token once we claim the final payment. Like if there is a 10% balance from our fees, and we give them the token maybe around, depends on the principal. Principal will advise me how much the token will give to client. Sometimes maybe they deal with them. The principal will talk with the management level, and then we'll ask the finance to issue the invoice that based on the final decision, the final amount that been agreed by both party. There is one of our method to speed up our claim, and then I think the give them the long term of payment is not good either, because we still need a payment to generate our overhead of cost overhead of this company. If they want to, sometimes we accept the installment being made by the client. uh,
Okay. So, uh, would you say that you have a more frequent engagement with the client, especially due to the COVID pandemic, and since you cannot do face-to-face meeting?
yeah.
Okay. Um, so for the next question, uh, before that you were saying about the measures you took for the payment, right? Was the measurement effective in retaining the client and the payments?
Oh, yeah. Measurement reflective from the client payment. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think this one measure is it going to be a long-term effect, or this is just for the COVID measurement?
This one measurement effect on this COVID period.
Okay, so afterwards after everything end, it will go back to a normal payment and everything. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Next, for the next section would be about the supply chain. I want to ask if your company have faced a longer delay in like receiving supplies, if any, or like maybe the construction process taking longer time, something like that.
Okay, that one I cannot answer because that one in technical person that can answer that question. Because
Yeah.
the progress our QS we know the period, then the contractual.
But I think they don't have the delays because they always have meeting even in this COVID-19 pandemic. They always have like meeting and site evaluation even in this period. They still need to go to the site, but the site also require to do the swab test. Then they will go at the place.
Okay. Mm,
May I know, is it possible, like, if we suddenly think that some of the answers are not adequate, can we like drop an email, like a follow up, to to post some questions? Maybe you can refer to the technical people. Is this possible?
Yeah, sure. I can help with that. Maybe just can appoint the exactly question that you want to really know.
Mhm.
So I will assist on that matters lah.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. There you go.
okay, so for the relationship with supplier, I think assume it would be similar with the relationship to the client, where there is still a lot of communication going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
mhm,
and
it's okay. You can continue first.
is you still have another things to say?
Because like from the client's perspective, they got like they can pay later or something like that, right? But you
Yeah.
from the supplier, you have to pay the supplier. Like, do you get any treatment like that? Like like you can defer your payment from to the supplier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If we have a problem in our cash flow, maybe cash inflow, maybe we also implement the same, or we find out whichever the expenses that are compulsory that been paid. If some of the supplier like our stationery, maybe we can delay about 30 to 45 days for their payment.
Yeah. We pay by delay.
Okay. So it is helpful lah for the company.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm, um, do the company need like any assistance such as like credit facility with the bank? Because before this you mentioned about the financial assistance from the government.
Currently we have the credit financial facility. Once I think we have this facility before the pandemic, around 2 years. We have this facility. Sometimes we have like we have a short in our expenses. We use this facility.
This one is before, so until now you still have it? The credit facility?
Yeah. Still have it.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Mm, do you have expansion of your supplier base due to the pandemic? Did you try to get more supply in case like some supplier cannot meet your demand due to the uh, pandemic?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so I think that is all for my part for the supply chain. Next, I will pass back to Ahna or Arisha for the next part.
Yeah, maybe I can take. So, I would like to ask about the company's future plans. What's your company's future plan to tackle the COVID-19 impacts in this recovery period?
Usha, please answer.
Anna, about that future plans, can we email it to you after this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Can
we will answer it, but not today because the information is quite a bit lack today. So if you email, I will email the answers when we get that soon. Is it okay?
yeah, can.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess that concludes our session for today. Thank you very much for participating, and we will be following up with an email soon as well. Would you guys like to give any final words, Arisha, Nurin, or Sasha?
Just a thank you to Encik Isham and Kak Shavika. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for choosing us.
Thank you for having us also.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Wish you guys a happy weekend.
All right. Happy weekend too.
Bye bye. Okay. Okay, good.
I think we mostly